Hey everybody, Felix Staffelbaker here. Bitcoin mining is about to become one of the biggest things because it's going to be governments, it's going to be big corporations, it's going to be anybody who has any sort of infrastructure towards that, and they're all going to be trying to get the cheapest energy, the most efficient energy in order to mine that Bitcoin. You've got countries like El Salvador announcing a $1 billion Bitcoin volcano bond, where they're actually built a mining facility at the base of a volcano using geothermal heat to mine Bitcoin. It's totally innovative. It's totally forward thinking. It's totally just a brand new breakthrough in technology and the ability to mine the hardest asset in the world. And then you've got places like Russia that just announced that they opened mega Bitcoin mining farms in Siberia and places where it can stay cool and they can just heat them up and run them at ultra cheap electricity for mining this Bitcoin. Even in the US, they're in Pennsylvania, they've got a nuclear power plant that went online mining Bitcoin with the extra energy. So we're going to start seeing this nation states use their resources to be able to mine Bitcoin, because if you think about the hash rate, it used to be able to, when Bitcoin first started, you could mine 50 Bitcoin in 10 minutes on your laptop and using just a basic graphics card. You didn't need anything. Now it's gone up. Then you needed a big computer, something with some power on it. Then you needed, an actual room full of these server type things. And then now we're seeing where it's going to be hitting the corporate and sovereign level, where they're using a volcano for geothermal heat to be able to mine these Bitcoins. The average person can't do that. The regular people aren't going to have that ability, but the governments are able to go in and do that kind of thing, and then also manage the power, And it's crazy to see this take place over such a short period of time. It's rapidly evolving, and we're going to see this continue to where mining will become the new war. You won't have to physically go fight your enemy. You're going to have to build more infrastructure and mine more Bitcoin so that they don't have more Bitcoin than you. It's something else, is that Bitcoin literally demonetizes war, because in order to keep, like Gerald Celente always says, when you have nothing and you lost everything, they take you to war. So you have all these different trade wars, sanction wars, and then you have hot wars, and they always, when civilization is collapsing, you go to war and it funds everything and it gets the economy back roaring and it keeps it afloat. That's what's happening now. But when you have Bitcoin, it actually demonetizes that, it de-incentivizes that, because then you have to give away all your Bitcoin and spend it all to be able to fund this war. There's a hard cap, where right now there's no cap. They can print unlimited money. They can send hundreds of billions to Ukraine. They can do all this crazy stuff, but then if you need, some extra money to pay your bills, you're gonna go into debt, and then you're gonna get collected on, and then, you're gonna go to jail for not paying your stuff. Where the governments are never in any sort of accountability whatsoever for that. Bitcoin puts them in mathematic guaranteed ability not to overspend. They have to stay within their budget, because you simply cannot make more Bitcoin. You can't spend more Bitcoin than you have. You can't go into debt with Bitcoin. And so that's a key aspect that people aren't taking into consideration. And these nation states are going to be mining all this stuff, and then in less than a year, or in roughly 400 days or so, you've still got a halving coming, where the amount of Bitcoin issuance per day gets cut in half. And these governments are just starting to get on board and realize that they're late, and so they're going to be trying to mine everything, buy everything. but somebody's got to come to you and offer you something worth you giving up your Bitcoin. They can't just take it from you. So this is a whole new game, and nation states mining are going to be a whole nother thing that people aren't expecting. It's going to be huge. So I just want to put that out there. Staffelbaker out.